Jim, before we wrap this up, another couple of quotes here, because this is another one that a lot of people started talking about on the topic of Raw and SmackDown. Here's Nick Khan. Listen, I think both shows are great right now. I think what Roman has developed as this monster heel has been amazing for television. The Cena return, as you know, your hero's only as good as your villain's only as good as your hero. So Cena, Roman, we love that main event. At the same time, if you look at what's happening on Raw, we think a lot of the talent that people saw as developing talent are now crossing over. So both shows are equally impressive to me, and we love the fact that in certain pay-per-views, you get matches from both brands across it, and tomorrow night SummerSlam...
Wait a minute, certain pay-per-views? Don't they do that on every pay-per-view these days?
I think so, and boy, what a big fluff answer that was, but here's...
I was about to say, and he, besides nothing of substance, he's not even watching his own shows. Every match is for somebody's title.
The one that got a lot of people's attention was this. From my point of view, Raw would benefit from being 4 hours, so we can get paid more money.
Oh.
And SmackDown would be 8 hours. But I understand that our creative folks, as amazing as they are, there's only so much great content they can do on a weekly basis.
Yeah, we found out it's about 45 minutes already.
So we're good with 3 and 2 system. 3 and 2 system. I guess that's the hours. The 3 and 2 system for Raw and SmackDown.
Well, he was being facetious about SmackDown being 8 hours. Hey, if you think the fucking full director's cut of Intolerance was hard to watch, imagine an 8-hour SmackDown. Holy crap.
It's not what he's saying. Look, I understand an agent's point of view is the more time, the more money. It's just, I think what upset people was the idea of saying that out loud is completely ignoring how counterproductive it has been despite the extra television money. And that's really the big thing, is the television money. But in terms of the actual content and the creative and everything else, all these hours are killing the product.
Well, and I think any serious answer in public from this guy, the thought of getting one, that thought's already left the barn along with the horse, right? He's not going to say anything serious like, yeah, boy, it has been a problem, 3 hours of Raw and the creative, holy shit, and we ain't making... He's not going to say anything like that that's actually pertinent, so he's going to do rah-rah interviews and wave at people who might call him on the phone. But it just, the mindset of... I'm not saying that's his mindset in private, that he doesn't know that there are problems, but I don't think that this guy or anybody else that's never been involved in with a wrestling company knows how to solve those problems. I don't think he's cognizant of what the problems are. And I'm sure he's been a wrestling agent. He was a wrestling fan because, oh, look, I get pictures with my arm around Stone Cold and that type of thing. He wasn't a fan watching he wasn't a tape trader when he was a kid. He wasn't going out of his way to watch territory wrestling. So he's not that kind of wrestling fan, and somebody with some element of what goes into this and what the fans like about guys, and that knowledge needs to be there somewhere.
Well, it ain't there, but that's the Nick Khan interview that everyone's talking about.